Good morning, dear children. Our civics chapter number first is going on. Yesterday we seen inequality among the India, but today we are going to see the issues of equality in other democracies also. Means in other countries there is the inequality issue we can see. So you are probably wondering whether India is the only democratic country in which there is inequality and where the struggle for equality continue to exist. You know, in in today's days also we can see here the issues of equality is going on in India. If we talk about the India, likewise in another countries also the issues of inequality is to be continued. So the truth is that in many democratic countries around the world, the issue of the equality continues to be the key issues around which communities struggle. So, for example, in the United States of America, the African American whose ancestors were the slaves who were brought over from Africa continue to describe these lives today as largely unequal. Means today also we can say the ancestors of the African America, though those who are residing in the America, those who are the reside in America, they today also um, today also not get the same position in their country. They today also discriminate in Africa, in America. So continue to describe their lives today as largely unequal. Today also that African Americans people, uh, they their lives today also largely unequal. They are not equal in the American democracy. This despite the fact that there was a movement in the last 1950s to push for the equal rights for African American. Prior to this, African Americans were treated extremely unequal in the United States and denied equality through law. Means we can say in America also that inequality was going on, but we can see here in America also in 1950s one right was passed that Africa for the African American. Prior to this, African Americans were treated extremely unequally in the United States and denied equality through law. So, for example, when traveling by the bus, they either had to sit at the back of the bus, means those who were the African American, that people used to sit backside of the bus. Otherwise, they have to get up when the white person wish to sit. Otherwise, if they seated in the front side and white person is entered there, so they have to stand at that in that particular moment. Now Rosa Parks 1913 to 2005 was an African American woman. Third, from a long day at work, she refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white man on 1st December 1955. Her refusal that day started a huge agitations against the unequal ways in which African Americans were treated and which came to be known as the civil right movement. Means when we can see in that picture also what happened when that Rosa Parks, she in the 1930 to 2005 was an African American woman. She was an African American woman tired tried from a long day at work. She refused to give up her seat. Means she don't want to give her seat to the American people at the white man. 1st December 1955. The incident was took place in 1st December 1955. Her refusal that the day started a huge agitation against the unequal ways in which African Americans were treated and which came to be known as the civil rights movement. So here we can say from this day that civil rights movement was started against the inequality among the people. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 prohibited discriminations on the basis of race, religion, or national origin. So that moment was start because of that 3 points. First point is that race, second point is religion, and third one is the national origin. So through that moment we can say कि discrimination among these three was prohibited. So it also started that all the schools would be open to African American children and that they would no longer have to attend separate school specially set up for them. Means till that day there were the no choice to the African American children. They are not allowed in the American children's school. But through that moment, they all school were open for their child also. However, despite this, a majority of African American continue to be among the poorest in the country. Means because of that discrimination, maximum African Americans we found they are very poor, and most African Americans children can only afford to attend the government school that have fewer facilities and poorer qualification teachers as compared to white students to either go to private school or live in the areas whether the government school are as highly rated as private school. Means here we can say the African Americans were discriminated so that they were not they were poor people so that they didn't send their child to the private school. They send their child in the government school, and we can say in government school there were the less facility and the less educated teachers also there. But through that moment they can send their child in the private school also. Now, last point here is given challenge of the democracy. No country can be described as being completely democratic. There are always communities and individuals trying to expand the ideas of the democracy and push for a greater recognition of equality on existence as well as the new issues. Central to this is the struggle for the recognition of the person as equal and for their dignity to be maintained. In this book, you will read about how these issues of equality affects various aspects of our daily lives in democratic India. As you read this chapter, think about whether the equality of a person and their being able to maintain their dignity is upheld. So we can say here that no country can be described as being completely democratic. Means because of that issue we found in every country, we can't say the countries are totally democratic. But every country having some problems which can't fulfill that democratic condition. There are always communities and individuals trying to expand the idea of the democratic and push for a greater recognition of equality. So we can't found equality among the peoples. Central to this is the struggle for the recognition of all the person as equal and for their dignity to be maintained. So many points we discuss in that chapter, and through that we come to know what is the meaning of democracy and in which country it is fulfilled or not. Okay. In tomorrow's lecture we will start the next chapter.